Like to shoot like this in 4 short weeks. Look at that group. Look at the group up top here. This guy knows what he's doing. It wasn't me, it was one of my students. They've been working on their fundamentals: grip, stance, trigger control, sight picture, and sight alignment. If you're not shooting like this at the range, you need my help, and I'm willing to give it to you. Watch this video. In this video, we're going to solve your inaccuracy problems, and you'll stop you shooting your targets like this. This isn't bad groups. We're cleaning up this morning in the range for this weekend, getting ready. This is Friday, and we come in and we always take the targets down and put the targets up. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you some targets here and give you my opinion what's going on. We're going to zoom in on each one of these things as we go. I don't know who these students were. I recognize people came in yesterday. Some of my members, some of the people that taking classes with us. You know what ends up happening if you do the same thing and get to the range and shoot and load and start shooting to the left or right, and you don't try to change something, it's going to be the same thing over and over and over again. So let's take a look at this target here. You can see that most of all his bullet impacting is to the right of where he is. So, and I say he because we had all men yesterday. We had no women, so I'm not trying to be like that. If you could see this right here, he is over torquing with his right hand, and this is causing most of the issues. You could see here. Now his grips aren't bad. I accept these. Those are pretty good. He was aiming at this. But what tends to happen, there's three things that cause somebody to be inaccurate with a pistol. One, they've got to make sure that the weapon's in their hand properly. You got to get a dominant grip. That dominant grip is so important because it allows us to control muzzle flip or muzzle jump there. And muzzle jump is one of the problems most people have due to the fact that when they try to keep control of the weapon and it keeps coming off our horizontal and vertical line, our horizontal line is where our eyes are, and our vertical line is our dominant eye. And our job is to make sure the weapon's over our horizontal line and our vertical line to give us the impact we need. I would not say these are bad target shots today, but I think it could have been a lot tighter. What I want you to do when you're at the range, these targets we got this X, this crazy X in the middle. I don't know why they put it there, because to me that's shooting somebody in the guts. I want you to concentrate up here on the top side of the target, the 7, 8, 9 area here, which we would consider that more center mass. Now, if we lay out the vital triangle, did this guy do bad? Absolutely not. Let's move the camera to another target. All right, so this guy, he is doing the same thing. Do you see how he's got more to the right than anything else? Well, we don't want that. If he would get the weapon more over his dominant eye and stop squeezing so hard with the dominant hand. The dominant hand is only there to control the weapon. All your power and strength comes from your non-dominant hand. So tip number one is get a proper grip. And the proper grip is shown like this. Get a proper grip, and that proper grip starts with the gun in your hand. Make that void, roll your other hand, and then when you lay it out in front of you, you get a better grip control. You're high on the tang. It makes so much difference on how you control the weapon. Remember we talked about when you squeeze hard with your right hand, the weapon wants to roll to the right. And that's what's happening with these guys. They're over torquing with their dominant hand. Most likely, the grip is not where it needs to be. He most likely is tucking a thumb. If you tuck a thumb, guys, if you put your thumb down and you tuck a thumb, you're automatically going to cause this left hand, the one that has the four fingers on it, less control. When you have your thumb up and lay it in there, you get more control. All right, so number one would be make sure you get a good proper grip. All right, let's go over here. Check this one out. Look at this target. Look at this. This guy is shooting pretty well, right? I still would like to see them up here, but I promise you, if I watch this guy, and I didn't get to watch him yesterday, he's got a proper grip. Now, I believe this is one of our students. Most people come to our range are students or have taken classes with us before. But this guy knows what he's doing. He got a little carried away up top here, shooting a little high. If you're shooting high on the target, and I don't know if he changed his group or started aiming up here, because I want you to see this group here, and I want you to see that group there. Now, the difference between these two targets is this makes it small. This is tip number 2. Stop aiming at the whole target and start aiming at a spot. The more you aim at a spot or tighten your group up, the more accurate you're going to be with the pistol. A lot of people get carried away and just start blanging, blang, blang, blang. Now, I don't know exactly how many rounds this guy put in there, but I would recommend you shoot 5 rounds at a time. And 5 rounds at a time will make it more easier for you to control the recoil. We can almost muscle a gun, gentlemen, and get through 5 shots. It's when you get 6 through 17, like a Glock 19 or Glock 17, that you start losing your control. After 5 shots, you're along for the ride, and as you're along for the ride, then you start wasting bullets. Every time you cut the round, you got to make sure you're controlling the weapon. If you're not controlling the weapon, then how are you going to be accurate with a pistol? And every time we cut a shot, we're learning something from it, whether it be good habit or bad habit. And this is the third one of the day. And the third one just shows you inconsistency. He's all over the place. He doesn't know what he's aiming at. He's just cutting up, cutting down. You got sort of a couple in the middle, and then it just kind of rolls into this weird little deal. Still think he's over torquing, not having the proper grip. What could cause this too is not having a proper stance, which is feet shoulder width apart, bouncing on your knees, and lean forward just a little bit to get your nose over your toes. That'll suck up some of your recoil. You know, shooting a pistol is not complicated. There's a lot of different stuff we can do. What I need you to do is understand what's causing your inefficiencies and solve them. Guys, I'm putting a class together called the Master Class, and it's going to be 4 weeks working with me online to help build a webinar that I'm going to be able to use for a long period of time. And I'm looking for 10 of you that will help me. You're going to get 4 weeks, 1 hour call once a week. You're going to get one-on-one conference calls with me once a week. You're going to get drills. You're going to get targets. You're going to get all the bells and whistles you need. All I need you to do is sign up for it. You're going to get into our masterclass beta group. You're going to give me your honest feedback about what I've put out for you already. You're going to be part of my community. And at the end of the masterclass, within 4 weeks, you'll be shooting like a champ. And you'll understand what's causing the majority of the problem. Would you like to be part of our beta group? I would love to have you. There's a link below about the beta group. There's so much you're going to get out of it. It costs $74.95, but we're looking for people just like you. What do you need? You need a firearm. You need a willingness to learn, and you just give me some time. You got to give me 1 hour a week on the conference call. You got to give me 30 to 50 minutes at the range once a week. That's it. You don't need experience. You don't need to be this great, wonderful shooter. You got to have a cell phone of some kind so we can communicate. You might want to bring your cell phone to the range and videotape your grips and your stance. When you get done with week 1, you're going to send me a picture of your target. You're going to send me maybe a little bit of the video of how you're shooting. and I'm going to help you diagnose your problems. Many months ago we did a video called Shot Doctor, and we're sort of putting that back out again. But I need the beta group because I want to build this webinar as a product that I can give to anybody from who's local in our area here, or somebody like you that's way ways away, and be able to get some help and support that you need at the range. How would you like to have a firearms instructor in your ear telling you what to do or what you're not doing right and support you in many ways? And that's what I'm willing to do with the beta group. The beta group is going to get a true discount. This class would normally be a standard firearms training class with us is $150, and we're giving it to you for $74.95. We need looking for 10 more people. I think we're looking for 13 to 15 people. We've got 3 already, and I'm looking for somebody that is out there in the masses. You don't have to be a crack shot. The whole idea of this is to give me some learning ability of what you need, and it helps me support. Every time I do a class, I learn from somebody, so I'm hoping I'll learn from the beta group as well, and we'll put this program together, and it'll help me give something else I can use. The idea of the webinar is to have somebody from Michigan that's just got a new pistol and can't find an instructor in their area. I want to be their instructor. I want to be their help. That's why we put the YouTube channel together, to educate, motivate, and entertain. And every one of these things we do is just for you and knowledge. As we become problem solvers, it makes it so much easier for you. Because it's hard for you to identify what the problem is without knowing how to solve it, if that makes sense. Because we can do a lot of different stuff. That's why the doctors are doctors. They have an idea of what the problem is, and they can diagnose the problem, and then at the end of it, try to fix the problem. And that's pretty important for you as well. Because if we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, nothing's going to change. Matter of fact, you're going to build bad habits versus good habits. Don't forget about our ebooks. We have our ebooks down below. What are the ebooks about? They're about grip and stance and trigger control and sight picture and sound. Those items like that are the ones that cause most of the inaccuracy. Trigger control, sight alignment, sight picture, all the stuff like that is so important. So I put ebooks together. Those books are on sale for $1.99. If you want to put one of those books in the cart below, I'm going to give it to you for free. And then if you want to add a few more in there, by all means do so. It supports our channel and me. I appreciate that very much. Those books are normally $3.99. We got them 50% off. Until next time, guys, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line of defense. Don't forget, I need you.